Welcome back to Above and Beyond, where great Jamaicans are highlighted. Our guest today is Nimoy Burrowes. Is no stranger to the community outreach. Every year, very selflessly, he chooses to give back to others on his birthday. Nimoy, I can't thank you enough for staying with us. Your life is just so spicy, from tech to giving back. Why?
I think I've always been kind, and I think as well because I grew up in the environment that I did. And the blood drive came from, again, UA. While I was at UA, we were encouraged to give blood at the Undercroft, and after that, I think there was some announcement that, there's always a shortage of blood and that kind of stuff. That time I was a DJ, working on radio, and I was like, okay, all right, but maybe I could do something outside, like having a party.
Yes.
And I could get all of my friends to come, so that's how it started. And we started with a very small group. It was just 3 of us, and we went and we gave blood, and we just kept doing it year after year.
So was that the sole trigger for you to continue this?
Well, when we went to the blood bank, the persons there, they were very excited and happy that we came, and they were explaining to us, the issues that they have when there isn't enough blood, and just seeing people there and hearing stories of people wanting blood. And people always call me, you can give some blood to me, please?
Because you have a guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because of that, no, I just kept going. Because I know that people need it, and I make blood every day.
All right, so it's a blood drive and it's annual.
Yes.
Tell me about it, other than you give blood every year. What does it entail?
So I was born on the 29th of February, so some years the date changes depending on whether or not it's a leap year.
Yes.
Right? So what happens is that persons send a message to a WhatsApp number that we promote on the flyer, which is 353-7239. They send a message to that to enroll on the list. What we do, we organize with the people at the UA Blood Bank to get persons scheduled for a particular time. And they go to the blood bank, give blood, and they get a piece of my cake and drinks.
So you have a big cake then?
Yes, man.
What's sugar and spice?
I'm not really sure all the time.
Well,
we kind of switch it up sometimes.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
It's about 5 years.
What's the turnout like?
Last year we had about 30 persons, and I wasn't here. I was in Trinidad, but I gave blood in Trinidad. And I have friends in the UK. They give blood in the UK.
So you just walk and give away your blood?
I mean, it's just to help people.
That's a good thing, though. So you have interactions with boys' homes.
Right.
Tell me about that one.
So that one I do on the leap year, which is a very special year.
Yes.
What we try to do as males, because as I mentioned, it's a group of us from Irvine. We're still very much a very strong group and very closely knitted group. What we do on the 29th or a day close to that, we choose a boys' home and we visit the boys' home, and we kind of encourage the boys because we're all male and we've been trying to do things with our lives. We tell them our story. Some of us come from country, some of us come from the ghetto, some of us were born rich. Or kind of give them our story and tell them that if we did it, you can do it too. And I think as men, it kind of works for other males because you see that, okay, this could be me. I can be that person. And I think that kind of touches the boys.
But why boys? Like females also had, not because we embodied to be strong beings, but...
Well, I was a boy. So I understand boys.
Okay.
I don't know enough about girls.
I want to ask this quick question. Every time I hear about outreach or giving back, the majority of individuals, men that give back, come from country.
I think it's the Yaman banana.
It's the Yaman banana.
And I think it's just the type of communities that you have in the country. So in the country, I mean, it's not like it was before, but I know my parents tell me that they used to be reprimanded by their neighbors. And that's because it's a close community. When I was growing up, my neighbor couldn't beat me, but my neighbor would report to my mother and I would still get...
Then she would get the beating.
Right. So it's because people would always look out for each other, and it's just that kind of bond. And I think growing up in such a kind and loving environment, it kind of builds you to be the kind of person I am today.
Okay, what's next for Nimoy?
A lot of things. I still haven't changed the world, so that's that's part
That's
of
on the top
plan.
of the list.
Yes, but I have a farm in Wakefield now, so that of course will involve a lot of
Are you
technology.
planning to sell the goods or give you the goods for free?
I'm selling the goods.
Okay,
for
okay.
now.
Okay.
For now. But what the farm will do as well in my community is to provide jobs. So that's also giving back.
You are a people person indeed, you know.
Sometimes.
So let's get a little bit emotional and tap into a sensitive side of human beings. So as I ask these questions, I'll ask you to finish them for me. Life is,
Just for living.
okay, the world needs,
More love.
I believe in,
People.
love is,
Much more to life than just words.
I want to thank,
My mother, my family.
okay, the person I want to be proudest of me is,
My younger brother.
great, I am ready to forgive,
Everybody.
I want my legacy to be,
Change.
the purpose of life is,
To be happy.
there you have it. Another amazing interview with another amazing guest, Nimoy Burrowes. Thanks for joining us on PBCJ's Above and Beyond. I'm your host, Alicia Steele. Next time.